hello, everybody. Oh my God, I am so excited and happy to be here. So, this show is going to be an awesome topic, which is a topic that I love because I'm always speaking about, creating high quality content, creating content that shows to your audience that you are leveling up, right? And really, get your message and get your story out there to the masses. So, hello, guys. I'm Leticia Campbell. I'm your number one email marketing strategist, CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network, and creator of my email marketing business in the box program, where I teach very successful entrepreneurs on how to grow and scale their businesses ethically and organically, all through leveraging email marketing. So I have an amazing guest on. Actually, tonight is my client spotlight edition to my email marketing trends and conversation show, where I bring on a client and they discuss, their businesses, their brands, and more importantly, how are they impacting the world. So I have my client who's about to come on very soon. Her name is Toya Glenn. Now, Toya is amazing. I've been, watching her for a little bit now, and, really, what she's going to say and what she's going to talk about on tonight's show is really going to put you guys into perspective when it comes to producing your lives or even your live events, whether it be virtual or possibly in person. And now that we know that the world is opening up, that live virtual that live virtual tool is still something that has to be used. Like every conference that I see now on social media, every summit, every mastermind also has that virtual live entity into the mix as well. So I have my girl Toya on. I have her business partner as well, who's about to hop on, is on the show too. And we're going to jump into it. So about maybe like 30 minutes ago, I went live on my Facebook page and I talked about production and why it's so important for you to look into creating some high quality content. Definitely go and check that out. But without further ado, are you ladies ready to hop on? Let me get a thumbs up. All right. Okay, let's bring you guys on. Hello, Toya. I hear you over there yelling at the kids.
How you doing?
Yes. I'm doing great. And yourself?
Kids. I'm good, man.
Awesome. And
Hey.
I also have Kia. I could call you Kia, right? I think in the email she said you're Kia.
Yeah.
yes. Awesome. Oh, that's very good. So I want to jump into this conversation because I have a lot of people who, since I told my audience that you guys were coming on the show, I had a lot of questions to discuss. And I know I would love to make this sort of like a part 2 to where we could bring some people on and sort of do like a hot seat. But I also put in some questions that a lot of people in my audience was asking about production, right? So I want to ask you guys this powerful question. I always ask this question for every guest that comes on my show. You guys could have done anything. Okay. Y'all could have done anything. What brought y'all to want to do this?
Truth be told, it happened by accident.
Let's talk about it.
That was by accident. I'm gonna let Toy talk about it because honestly, she led me down this rabbit hole. And this
okay.
Is
okay.
Go ahead.
I want to just give a shout out to Treese. Hey, Treese, we see you out there, sis. So good to see you.
Love Treese.
Yeah, guys. Amazing. So I guess I'll quickly share my story. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was fired from my job. From my job, a job that I was on for at least 11 years. And shout out to the kids. Trivia fact, between the three of us, we have 16 children.
Yes,
so shout out to the kids we hear in the background.
Yeah, I have 5. 16. You have 6. Kia
has 5.
5. There you go. We should have like a little, like, oh my God, a little get together.
Okay, because we got a whole tribe right here.
We got a football team back there. Absolutely.
Yeah, it wouldn't be little. It wouldn't be little. That wouldn't be a little get together.
Yeah, really a big get together. Yeah.
So I lost my job at the beginning of the pandemic. Again, I was working for a company, social media content specialist, for about 11 years. I came on shift one day. They said, "We appreciate your services, but we've got to make a business decision, and we got to let you go." Just like that. Wow. I got a cute little severance package, and that was it. And thank God, a couple years prior, I had started a virtual service provider business, a VA. You know, I did a lot of administrative tasks. And as part of being a V, but it was a play, you know, just I had a little work here and there. You know, I was an employee. But so as a virtual assistant, I have a group for new and aspiring women of color who want to start virtual service businesses. And so in that group, we would go live every Saturday via Zoom, and just make sure that we're connecting and seeing how we can support other women who want to start businesses like I have a virtual assistant business. And what happens was that Zoom does not always, you know, go to the streaming platforms like it needed to, especially back then, you know. And I would go live and it just didn't happen. No one would see me.
And that was like the only one of the only platforms that we can do that. The third part, yes.
Right. It was the only affordable for me. I don't know about the other ones, but this is the one that I could afford, right?
And so I looked into share your screen, things like that.
Yeah. Exactly. I looked into different web-based platforms, and so StreamYard was the one that I decided to use because it was simple to use. And so from there, I would go to the StreamYard community, and when someone needed help with something, I would tell them. I would just simply do a video or something, just showing them, hey, this is what's working for me. You want to know how to do overlays? Go on over to Canva, go on over here. And yeah, amazing. And from there, they reached out to me, and they saw some of my productions, and they asked if I wanted, you know, kind of to partner as a StreamYard producer. And so that is where it came from. I was doing the lives in my group with StreamYard. Then my father wanted to have a little show. He was using Facebook, and it was horrible. So I said, I got you, homie. I got you, big homie. And I did a StreamYard. Yes. And from there, and so StreamYard pretty much just saw my free shows that I did for people.
That's right.
And then and from there it has just blown up. I've done shows for people all around the world, and I'm so grateful. And what would happen is that, you know, you StreamYard, we have the ability to really be flexible with making creative assets. And this little heifer over here is just the bomb. She can create just about anything. So I found myself consistently, Kia, come on, can you come help me create these moving GIFs? Can you do this? And so it just recently we just decided just to partner. It just made sense just to work together.
Yes, we're better bring together. Two powerful women together, and y'all just create this fist, and you know, I call it y'all just windmilling. You know,
yeah, she said we was powerful women, sis. We powerful.
Women. Absolutely, you are. Give yourselves more credit than you're giving it. I mean, absolutely, and not the only fact that other little girls are looking at you guys as representation for us. That is huge, right? That is like something huge to really take and honor, and you know, I think that's just magical and amazing. And going back to what you were saying about StreamYard, you know, this being this platform, I've done weekly shows on StreamYard, and now I'm venturing now into doing the show with Julie, the live impact show. So I'm excited about that, and it just goes to show that when you show up for opportunities, it'll come to you. But what were you saying, Toya? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I don't forget to tell folks out there if this is something that you're interested in doing. I don't have a background in theater, because a lot of people do, like they know creating events. My background is in social media and administrative stuff, right? So what I did when I connected with powerhouse companies that wanted that reached out to me, I got over I didn't let fear let me not to do the work. I literally hired producers. I paid thousands of dollars, and instead of taking a course or whatever, I watched them to produce. I learned the lingo, I learned everything. And Kia, we paid thousands of dollars multiple times till I got it right, and so now I don't have to do that anymore. So I just wanted y'all to
powerful. That's what makes you powerful, because I just said this on my masterclass last night. Why are you taking social media classes? Why are you taking production classes? Why are you doing all these things, trying to learn the things that you hate doing? Hire someone like you or and Kia together jointly to get this stuff done, because there's so many entrepreneurs out there, business women, who are trying to really break the mold on this entrepreneur space, but they want to do it all themselves.
Well, you can't. And honestly, clients, large clients, paying clients who willing to pay that money, they want execution. They don't have time for your learning curve. They don't have time for you to figure things out or whatever the case may be. And they need you to strategize, and they want you to meet a deadline, and that's that.
I just had a chill. I'm sorry. And here's why. Those of y'all who are watching this, whether on the replay or live, you're looking at 6 Black women, 3 Black women. I'm sorry. I'm talking about, think about the kids. 3 Black women with a lot of children. No shade to all y'all out there who got 1 or 2. God bless y'all. But if I had 1 or 2,
God
my
bless you.
job would be so much easier right now. We have over 4 children, all of us, and showing up and doing what we do. It's just it needs to inspire you guys who are tuning in. But Kia, like I know Toya's story, but Kia, as you said, Toya brought you into this, right? She brought you into this. But what made you stay? Because you could have been like, girl, this is not the tea. This is not the gag.
Well,
This is not it. I'm
it
ghosting you
was
right now.
it was first of all, I just want to make it clear. Like, okay, so me and Toya have worked together before this production combustion. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yes.
And
Production
she was a
explosion.
VA, right? She was doing VA work. She was doing social media.
Right.
She also was doing like these business setups, and I was actually building websites and apps and just designing graphics. And it's really how she knew to ask me was because I was playing with motion graphics. Like I was already animating intros and stuff, and I was doing it for fun. Like a lot of stuff I was doing for fun, just to make somebody else's site pop. And I'm like, ooh, look at this, and
right,
making banners and stuff. And so she just kind of invited me in this space for these opportunities that came up, and like we was figuring out things on the fly, but we had the skill and the talent. But me sticking around, can I say I stuck around without being a whiny baby? No, I think I still blame her a lot of days when we have sleepless nights. I'd be like, yeah, Toya, you got us into this.
You got us into this. But it's sort of like you came too far to go back, right? Go ahead, Toya.
You're here because what's the most important for me in any work that I do? Because it's F-U-N, homie. It's fun.
It's
That's
fun.
It is. It became. It's steady combustion. Like it took us through. We have came from web and VA to now we're doing strategies and branding, and I mean working with major brands and producing celebrity shows, and it's like. And it happened kind of overnight, and it doesn't stop. It just, it just.
I mean, that's how it feels. What you guys do is all about the finished product. It's all about the results. And when you see someone's finished product and you see the smile on their face or in the motion, for me, when I first got my first production film done, it was a brand film. I cried because literally I got to see my story in video. Like I know how people feel now when they are on reality shows and they go back and watch all the seasons, and then all of a sudden certain things that they sort of forgave and forgot about, it starts to come back up again and triggers starts to happen. I know how that feels because when you're doing a production film or a production summit or whatever, and you go back and watch it, all of those emotions that you had 30 years ago, it's like, wow, I came from there to this. Let's go. And then your audience gets to see it. That's another thing. Because when I first got my first production done, I didn't show it to my husband for months. I wanted to see it.
Really?
Because I really went deep into my story. I talked about our marriage issues in the beginning. I talk about, really people got to really see like the behind the curtain of Leticia Campbell, right? So that's why it took so long to show him, but like once I did, it sort of like allowed me to say yes. I'm open now. I can, but that's what you guys do. You are all about the finished product. You're all about everything that we want creative wise. You guys are going to take care of that, because those of y'all who are watching, you are not a video editor. You're not a production team. Like, focus on your zone of genius in your business and hire these ladies to do everything else. I'm telling you right now, it's going to make, not only is going to make your business much more easier, you're really going to allow their zone of genius to match up with yours. And it's just going to create this powerhouse of awesomeness, right?
And like you said, the outcome is that you will be amazed. You'll be so happy, wonderful emotions. We just did an event for a nonprofit organization where the young lady's daughter was killed, and they did a
Oh
versus. They
wow.
had rappers and singers and poets, and
Wow.
when she saw just what came from that, the all the beautiful graphics and just all the
Right.
stuff that went, she was just, oh my gosh, overjoyed, and that
She
was worth
was,
like
yeah.
$1 billion to
Right.
see her expression after seeing the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
and yeah, and like to kind of add to what Toy said, because I don't, just to kind of give an idea of what it's like behind the scenes and working with experts, is that a lot of, I won't say a lot of our clients, it's 50-50, but this was their first time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So when the things they needed were, it was oddly strange. We had to do
Yeah.
technical consultations, not just for the show, but
Mm-hmm.
for the overall plan. We had to do the plan for the show. And then the
Mm-hmm.
sponsors sent logos. They didn't send
Mm-hmm.
commercial spots, so they had to be created. They were scrambling, and it's like, we do this all the time. Boom, 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 boom.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's a part of the best part of the experience that most of our
Right.
clients have with us, is that they can hand us an idea. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what it is. They can hand us an idea of their business, their production, their brand, or whatever it is that we're working on project wise, and we're going to make it happen. We're not, as experts now, we don't ask too many questions. We're more or less like, where is this? Rather
Yeah.
than, oh, so what do you want? And
Mm.
so so it changes the game, because we get to deliver. They're
Uh-huh.
actually more amazed. We
Mm.
definitely under promise, over deliver.
That's
So
right.
they don't know, until a lot of times our clients don't even know what we're gonna do. That's the
Until
funny
you
part.
do it. Yeah.
Like,
So
done, they don't
That's so
know
that
about it.
fun.
brings me into this question, which is, what is GoGiga creation? What is that?
GoGiga
Go ahead,
creation.
Kia.
GoGiga. I'm sorry. What is that?
All right, so I used to run, my company was Giga Brainiac, and
Uh-huh.
Toya company was Go Black Inc. And
Yes.
so what we did was,
And it's pronounced as Go Giga, right? I want to let the
yep,
audience
Go
know. Okay,
Giga.
great.
We
Go
took
ahead.
the first half of our names, and because we create. And
Right.
so we took the Go from Go Black Inc., and we took the Giga from Giga Brainiac, Go Giga, in our creations.
Oh,
And because it's things that Toya do, we're like the perfect night and day. So it's
right.
like, where she's very admin-y and execution, I'm like, experience and colors, and
Yes, yeah,
this
I
is
like
gonna
that.
work like this. And I'm more aloof in La La Land, and she's like, bring it back. We need to do this. so,
Right, right.
so when you merge it together, amazing things happen.
Uh-huh.
And we collaborate with our clients. They don't hire us. We don't take everybody we meet, to be honest. We
Girl,
don't.
talk about it.
Yeah,
But we like collaboration.
And I'm glad
So
that's a
that you
good
mentioned that,
point.
because a lot of
Yeah.
times clients assume, I had to check someone the other day. They assume that you're working for them, not with them.
yeah,
And you
no, we make
gotta
that very
make that
clear.
clear, because really it makes your job more easier when people know that we're working with your brand, we're working with your company. We're not necessarily working for you, right?
Right.
So yes, go ahead, sis.
No,
Oh,
I agree. I love that, and you have to make that decision for your business. We
Mhm,
like to work in a collaborative way. Others
mhm,
don't. Coming from the VA world, a lot of we're your subcontractors. We undergird you a bit, but no, we working with you. What's your idea? All right, let's go. We're going together. We're gonna make something
mhm.
beautiful. So yeah.
That's right. That's right. So that's what also brings me, into this next question, which is, what can virtual shows and events do for someone's brand? What does that do for, like, let's say you're just starting out with someone and they're trying to figure, like, you may get this asked all the time where people come to you like, well, why do I need this for my brand? I mean, I go live, I post videos, I have a social media management team. Like, why do I need you guys?
Go ahead, Kia.
you want me? You want me to talk about that? I'm
You
gonna let
go
you.
first. Jump in first.
She the
Go
nice
ahead,
one.
sis.
She the nice one. Go ahead and let her do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You go for it. Go for it, Toya.
Well, I think when you have when you actually the difference between just going live versus a virtual event. I mean, it's focused. There's a theme. You can invite other people to speak, and people are more inclined to pay, right, when you have something that's focused, that's created for them. You have the, like we're having a virtual assistant or a conference, and so that particular niche, they're excited and ready to come take part of that particular event.
Right,
Kia?
right,
Okay. So virtual shows brings attraction. Like
right.
people just respond to video. I'm big in user experience. I come from, not come from, we still build websites. So it's all about user experience, and people just like to watch videos. People don't want to read. People don't want to, we'll listen to podcasts, but honestly, your biggest audience is in videos. Your major platforms are video based.
That's right.
It's just what it is. That's the space we're in. But I'm going to say this: you want to make sure it looks good. I've seen some horrible shows that was like,
Sound is bad.
yeah, the visuals were like, what?
Yeah.
And honestly, that will cheapen your brand. So when you talk about what can it do for your brand, it can do wonderful things. It can also do some terrible things if it's not executed properly.
Exactly.
So I mean, it can detract as much as it can attract. So
that's right.
But it can scale. What I've learned and what we've dove into is now we have our hands in bigger advertisement spaces. People that started doing virtual shows with us, especially now that we have access to networks that get you on Roku and Amazon and things like that. So we started learning more about even ad space, ad dollars, monetization, curation, things that if your business was even lower on capital, you have another back-end service or product to offer, which is ad space.
Right.
Just from your consistency in the content that people are watching, and you have viewership or sponsorships that you can attract, even if you wasn't selling a service. So there's plenty of money behind virtual shows and events beyond your brand, but can also align with your brand.
That's right. That's right.
All the
Because
time.
yes, because at the end of the day, this is your brand. And for me, branding, it represents reputation. This is your brand. This is your reputation. This is how people are looking at you. And for the most part, especially with video, you want to get it right. You want it to have it to look professional, because you don't want to be judged or come across with the wrong message. Because a lot of times, if you like shortchange, like I know a lot of people, like when I tell them how much money that I spent on all of my brand films, on all the times I've done live events, and I had a team there to film it so I could refurbish it and reuse it for content later on. They're like, oh my God, that is so much money. This person charged this much over here. So if you're out there, and I posted this morning, if you're the type of business owner, entrepreneur, brand that's out there looking for discounts and sales, people are going to treat you like that. They're going to wait for you to discount your program. They're going to wait for you to discount your products, because you're out there every day trying to look for a clearance section to your business. And at the end of the day, you're paying a price for that when you're asking that for other people. I just want to make that point. No shade.
Yo,
Oh,
that's like
so
universal law. You
okay.
reap what you sow. Everything comes
Yeah.
around, Yeah, man.
Absolutely. It's full freaking circle. Yeah. So my next question for you is, how important is it to focus on your people, which is your niche? Oh, I like this. I like this. Who wants to start first?
You want to go, Toya, or because we might oppose, we might we might not.
Okay, so I don't care what business that you're in, you got to talk to the right people if you want the right money. I mean, like for real, it really makes a difference. I can do the same. I can provide the same service for my dad free, but he's not my niche. My niche will pay thousands and thousands of dollars
Yes, they will.
for me talking specifically to them versus whether and it's the same thing, but you're just saying their name. You're using you're just solving their particular problems. And really, if you're really in business to make money and really serve the people you want, you got to choose. You got to choose a niche.
That's right.
When I started, I didn't know who I wanted to serve. But when you find out who that is, sis, bruh, go ahead and do that.
There you go. That's right. Exactly what I was going to say. Guys,
Yes.
It's the hard part about a target audience is you simply don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna just keep it 100. You do need a target audience. You do need to figure out that message. You do need to talk to them the same way you need a strategy. You need all that stuff. Yeah. But honestly, if you're just starting out, just hustle and go through the motions.
So you can figure it out.
Before you figure it out the right way, because you want to have data rather than shooting in the dark. See, Toya and I went through a journey of a lot of different things. So when we got to the back of it, we kind of like journaled down and said, oh, we don't like working with them kind of people. Oh, we don't like working with them people.
Yes.
Okay, we'll never go through that again. Or we're not taking that much money no more. And that allowed us to start to refine what we do, how we do it, and who we gonna work with. And that message is quick, captured, done.
That's it.
So I usually tell people too, in the beginning phases, don't stress about the target per se, because honestly, you don't know who's going to respond. I'm amazed by who responded. And there's still different upper echelons to it. Like we have, I want to work with younger millennials, but we're getting older people who like have money. So it's like, no, that's my niche.
Because they understand the value of it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I like these folks. So yeah, I'm gonna just go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mommy's in a live, guys. Case in point, like Tisha, there's a lot of people who do, what you do. They provide email marketing. But you spoke to me, sis, when you came on here. Yes, that's right. That's number one.
There's a lot of little girls out there. Y'all little girls out there.
Yes,
it's cute. I'm number one. Go ahead.
but and you say that in your marketing, you make that very clear. I want to go to the chick that's number one. She says that she's number one, and then you talk about your, we relate to stories and stuff. You tell us about your husband and problems. I understand what that is. You know what I'm saying? So you understand me. So you know what I'm saying? You talk about your children and so forth. And so there's a lot of things that maybe wanted to connect with you and work with you because of that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I love people out there, sisters and brothers, say who you are. If you are the number one marketing queen on this side of heaven and earth, let people know. You know what I'm saying? People
and
will
beyond
that.
And beyond.
Yes.
Yes, but it goes to show that yes, there's so many people out there who do what I do. There's so many people out there who do what you guys do. But it's you that they're missing.
That's right.
And I literally wedge this in my kids all the time. Yes, there's a lot of, in New York, there's tons of corner stores, tons. But you know the difference. They got the halal, they got the Guzmans, you see but they're all selling the same thing. Same thing with the car dealership. They're all selling cars. It's still cars, sis. But really it's more about your delivery and your personality and your journey and your story, which, to be quite honest, yes, podcasting is great. Yes, even with emails is awesome, but really people actually see the story and the path and the roadmap through video. Like you guys said, when it comes to the top search platforms, yes, Google's number one, but YouTube is number two. Why? Because when people want to fix their Bristol vacuum cleaner, they're going to go on YouTube. They're not going to go to the Bristol website. They're not going to open the box and read the directions. They're going to say, oh my God, my vacuum broke in my Bristol vacuum. How to replace a Bristol vacuum belt. And they want to watch and see how people do it. And then they do it.
So since we're talking about video and how it helps you to build know, like, and trust, I just wanted to say that when I came on, me and you, Tisha, we've never talked, right? But I consistently see you on video, so I already knew your posture. I already knew how you were, based on what you. I also want to say, Kia and I, we've never met, in person, but she can sign my name to a document. I mean, because we have communicated via video. I've seen her on video so much. I know her personality, So guys, just please use video. Even if you're scared to go live, record videos. People, you quickly build know, like, and trust when you get online and you show your face. They can see your eyes.
True. Yeah. That's very true. I even do that with some of my clients who we're building systems for, and I say, just record everything you do. Just like from start to finish, just record everything you do. Like video is something that's so powerful, so impactful. And when you add the production side of it, it just makes it even better, right? It just makes it super better. Supersize your efforts, right? Okay, so here's the next question for you ladies. Let's jump on into this. All right. Oh, I already asked that. Let me go to the next one. See, this is why I need my production back here. So, how can someone who has a business level up their live stream and content creation?
This is all you, Kia.
Go ahead.
All right. Hire somebody who know what they're doing.
Yes, Doctor. I'm sorry. Yes, Dr. Steve is info at Build to Billions. We about the billions, not billion, billions. S plural. People always miss
um,
that. Go ahead.
I mean, there's two ways you do it. You do it either through what was just said, YouTube. You go the long haul and you figure it out. But if you're really trying to level up, you just invest in people who brings a different perspective to the table and can pull something out. Because our creativity is awesome. I know we wear many hats, but at the end of the day, where we thrive at and what we're best at is what sticks out. And you let somebody else shine, and you both will grow together. So just
That's
reach
right.
in your pockets and hire an expert.
Hire
That
it.
is my.
It's so true because you know what people spend the most money on, and I get why, in a sense of where okay, you spend money on that, but you still don't have anything valuable to say. You don't know how to brand yourself, but you have a great camera, you have a good microphone, you have great. I don't know if you saw my post, Toy, in the StreamYard community. I was like, I need help with somebody helping me design this background. And yes, people gave me great suggestions. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna I'm about content, right? Shout out to Zan the man. Hey Zan! That's my big brother. I love him. Yes. So it's when you're thinking about a business, as you guys were saying, picking back off what y'all was saying, leveling up your live stream, leveling up your content, is you knowing that you need to hire more help. Okay, come on out. Like you can't get around it. I have been a part of some events, in-person events, especially where people are like using their iPhone to record or using their, and then when the people are watching it, it's like, what is this? I paid for this.
Ooh, yeah.
And again, it goes back to what y'all was saying about branding. Is that if that's your reputation and you don't hire a team to really sit back, if you're going to stream it and stream out, they're sitting back there, they're making sure that, if this camera's going to this person is switching off. And I made that mistake in the beginning by, like you were saying with Zoom, like I'm just going to have everything streamed from Zoom, record it, and the sound was horrible. I can't even reuse some of the content that I had from my event because the sound is really bad. So I'm glad that you guys mentioned that and really broke it down, right? What else, Toy? You want to add anything to that?
I don't.
All right, all right. Let's move on to the next question. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so someone asked this question. Like I said earlier to you guys, I know you guys are going to probably get people that say, "Well, why do I need you?" Right. So, what are businesses to expect working with you guys?
So one, you're gonna experience some streamlined things. Definitely always expertise. We are big on experience, so there's going to be a lot of raw, uncut information coming out to you to sharpen and make you better. Of course, that's coming from moi. Toya is going to nurture you and definitely get you, supported and headed off in the right direction.
But do you guys find yourselves stepping over each other's toes sometimes? Okay. How do y'all
So
departmentalize
yeah, I think
everything?
that's the biggest thing, having like a yin and a
Because
yang.
I
Like
have had
we're
partners in the past. This is
uh-huh.
why I'm mentioning. Me and my clients have had too, and it went straight like almost like a accident collision. Like, how do y'all departmentalize all this?
Well, We utilize systems. We use primarily Basecamp to organize the productions. Everybody has to-do list. Everybody knows exactly what they're doing. Their name is on it. Say their
Mm,
deadline. Everything is there. We're chatting. We use Basecamp because you're able to keep all the documentation and the to-dos and the conversation in one place. So
mhm.
we're not stepping on each other's
So
toes.
y'all
Everybody
organized.
knows.
So y'all who
Yeah.
watching, these ladies are organized.
Yeah,
Okay.
very organized.
Period.
Our personalities kind of complement,
Yeah.
it definitely
Yeah.
complements. So we have this combo kick with projects. It's kind
Right.
of like some things is just the same way we merge, like toy. Some things is just Toya thing. Production is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. They just her lane.
And
Yeah.
web and branding and pretty stuff is all me. So we kind of know that handoff. Like it's just about getting things done. So I'm the experience.
Mhm.
We look at like I'm about experience. She's about execution. Like how do we get it done? Do we always agree on the processes at the same time? No.
No.
But
Yeah.
sometimes we don't even agree on the software that's going to be used. But it's like, well, sis, I don't know. It's like
That is so funny you mentioned that because my assistant Therese, we have switched so many different systems, like Trello to Monday.com to Asana. It's like we have our own thing, but we were like, no, we gotta have come together on something. So
That's
I
right.
totally get what you're saying. And the reason why I asked you guys this question about how y'all departmentalize things, because the thing is that I'm glad that you guys are super organized on the back end. So those of you who are watching, these ladies have everything put together. But on the other end of it, you see very well, Toy and Kia, that there's a lot of people who are, because this is trending now, more people are going live. Now you got people who are like, I want to be a producer and I want to be, but they're doing it because this is the thing right now. It's one of the top things to do online to make money. So with that said, they don't have everything organized on the back end. They don't have everything all together. And sometimes you don't know until you're a guest on a show and you come into the guest room. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on here, right? So that's what I'm saying. You guys are super reputable, and it's so important that you have all this stuff organized so that way your clients can feel confident that you're going to get the job done.
Well, yeah, and we're going to get it done right.
Right.
That's more important because just because a lot of people is in the space doesn't make them an expert.
Right.
I honestly have to say,
Ooh, I like that.
um, it's times like when we get ready to do a show, me and Toy has been around many rodeos. We've seen things.
Mhm.
So that experience speaks volumes. And the key to it is that, can I say we haven't made mistakes? We made tremendous
Right. Right.
mistakes,
Right.
but we develop a strategy and a system that we don't repeat that mistake going forward.
Mhm.
And on top of not repeating it, that's more of the fail safe for our future clients. And we're not afraid to say, hey,
Yeah.
we need to do this because this goes wrong or that
Yeah.
goes wrong. And
Yeah.
so clients kind of expect from us a
Mm.
delivery. People can come to us, which we have seen like 5 days before a show, an event, streaming like last minute, and we throw this whole big thing together, and it looks like they
Mm.
planned it for a long time, and it could be a very huge conference. I mean, it's just what it is. But you can't do that if you rolled over and decide you're gonna be a producer tomorrow. That's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's about being an expert. And
Right.
so they expect execution. We know exactly what can be done
Right.
in a short amount of time. We know what can be done with more time. We know
Mhm.
what all of these systems can do, what the limitations are. We know what the technical requirements are. We know what is engaging, what's not. We
Mm.
know all of that stuff that takes experience to know. And
Right. Right.
it is. So that's what they expect. We have those answers before they ask the question.
I have another idea for y'all. This is another income stream. How about you guys launch something next year for people who are looking into getting into this industry? Because I think that y'all be amazing at having some type of certification program or some type of course that's going to get people the insides of what you do.
So that's already in the works, but we're just trying to stay focused. So yes, thank you.
Yes,
That's confirmation.
yes.
We don't,
I mean, y'all
we
can
don't, we
record
don't.
videos and make it a self-taught, and then
Yeah,
eventually it become like a done with you. I'm just
I'm learning. I'm learning from you, sis. I'm watching what
ah
you're doing.
yes.
But I forgot. I was gonna. Oh yeah. Like we don't have our socials not set up. Our website is not even done. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? A lot of it
right.
is a lot of referrals. So we're just trying to take our time. We're working on getting the website done now.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it goes to show that you don't need all that to get
You
started. It
No,
takes
don't
you
time.
don't.
preach.
And
Preach.
even that is like people are still working with you even without a website. So
Yeah.
that's another part of it all. Like you don't need all this fanciness.
We're too
Yeah.
busy
Yeah.
to
They're
to even
busy,
get
honey.
to it. It's
Let me
like,
say I've
oh
been
my
chasing
God,
Toya down for 3 weeks.
What, sis? Why
Girl,
you telling everybody out loud?
wait,
I
Why
need
wait,
you
the
this,
bio.
doing
I
wait,
that?
need
this was
this.
going
I
back and
need
forth
that. I
3
got
weeks.
everything last night. I love her. I love her. I love her. But I know
Yeah,
she's busy. I'm
I'm
the same
glad
way,
you
Toy.
admit
Don't
that
don't
because
even.
she
I'm the same way. Go ahead.
I'm only here because she dragged me here because I was like, first of all, we have how many things on that list to do? This is like leisure right now, you
Uh-huh.
know. I
It's a
think we
fun
need to catch
leisure.
some Z's because we just did all know we just did some editing. And
Right.
it's just that we're so busy, we don't get to take care of things in house. And also, what we like a lot of other business owners who successful said, that's some good problems. I'm like,
That is a great
oh yeah,
problem.
that's a good problem,
But
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 yeah,
we're
we would
working
like to
on
be
it.
up.
We're working on
We
it.
want to be up, so we're gonna get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And I just have to say, the dynamic and what I'm seeing just sitting here watching you guys, y'all have a powerful relationship. And I'm glad that you guys mentioned that y'all don't always agree. Y'all don't always agree. Y'all don't always come together on things,
Mm-mm.
but still y'all have a greater goal that you want to accomplish with this. And it also shows our children too at the same time because we have a massive amount of kids, right?
Yeah.
It shows them how to deal with partnerships as well. It
Yeah.
definitely does. So I think that's phenomenal that you ladies are doing this. And it brings me to this next question. And I got this from Zan the Man. He had me as an he interviewed me on his show. And he asked me, can today's woman have it all? Can we have it all? We got all these little children out here. Ladies, can we have it all?
I personally, it depends on your definition of ball. I think you
Yes.
can.
Yes.
My definition of ball is fairly simple, so I know I can have it all. How about you, Toya?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends on your definition. And for me, it's about can I be in purpose? Can I fulfill my destiny? And
Mhm.
if I stay focused and I listen and I'm walking them steps, the footsteps of God, He leads me and directs me. As long as I'm there, Toy can have it all.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm
That's
Mhm.
right. And I'm glad you
saying?
mentioned, Kia, like, what does all look like? Because all means different from all of us. Are you want that all that somebody else has, or do you want that all for yourself?
Yeah.
And I think
Mm.
that's the power, especially also what you said, Toya, which definitely falls in with alignment. You got to be in line with everything that you're doing. So, yeah. So, those of you who are watching in the audience, we got a few comments here. I know Dr. Steve, Separate Talk Money, she said, you have to take your own advice and hire someone to do it for you, ladies. Absolutely. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys who are in the audience who need this type of help. Hire these ladies. Get on a call with them. I'm going to actually put the link again in the comments. So when someone goes to this link that I just put in the comments, ladies, what are they to expect?
So
Oh,
that is us. Oh, go ahead, Kia. My kids are
oh,
yelling.
which one? The more GoGiga?
The
Yeah,
scheduler.
the schedule
The
consultation.
schedule? Yeah. So you just go to the calendar. Is it for which service?
It's the main scheduler on
The main
GoGiga
schedule.
Creations.
Okay. So they'll just get there. They'll book an appointment to chat with us, and we'll figure out what their needs are and go from there. That's
That's
typically how
good.
this goes.
Yeah, because every business needs are different. So I'm
Yeah,
glad
they
that you
are.
guys have those conversations. Because what I see now is programs and packages and services that people try to do a one size fits all, and it doesn't work that way. Because
Mm-mm.
one of the issues I had with one of my branding films was that I'm a New Yorker. Our style is different, our swag is different, our hustle is different. I don't want the same video like everyone else. Like I wanted people to see the concrete. Like, well, that's what we call like the grind. Like that's the concrete. We out here grinding, and if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So I'm glad that you guys have those calls, because again, you are literally customizing, like you said, Kia, the experience. You're all about experience. I love that. I love you guys. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me for another episode of my Client Spotlight. Kia, Toya, we gotta do a part 2. Y'all gotta come back on here and talk more about what you do. And I want to also bring people on as well to ask you guys some questions and get them moving forward into what you guys do. Is there anything you guys want to leave the audience with to know? Go ahead, Toya.
Yeah, my sister Campbell here, she is amazing. I'm so grateful to be a part of her tribe. With
Thank
starting
you.
this, being this new collaboration with Kia, I knew it was important that I had a trusted partner to make sure I get my email up. So that's what I want to say. I'm very grateful. So much gratitude to you, sis.
Thank
Glad to be here.
you. I'm gonna
Yes.
hire y'all for my retreat. I ain't playing, you guys. I am not
Let's do
playing.
it. Let's
I'm
do
going to
it.
definitely do that. It's a need. And like I said earlier, even if you're doing live events, you still have to have that production entity to it, because not everybody's going to want to fly out to you or, what have you. So yeah, go ahead, Kia.
Oh,
Okay. What's your last thought?
I'm going to say this because it's always a privilege to meet wonderful people. Yes. And I remember the very first motto me and Toya had for GoGiga was "We're better together." So I just want everybody to know that collaboration and getting with others, and I know it's hard because if you're dealing with people with selfish mindsets, people who are like want to be center of attention. But we're talking about collaborate with people who are not afraid of collaboration. People can get together like we do and laugh and kick it and enjoy it and exchange and just be great and help each other be great. Doctors hang with doctors, billionaires hang with billionaires, millionaires hang with millionaires. That's because they're exchanging ideas and they're working together. Nobody's feeling threatened. It's enough money in this market. It's called market share for a reason. We share, we hand off clients to our quote unquote competitors. They're our friends, believe it or not. It's like, oh, you want to work with them? Here they go. And it's just what it is. So collaborate, meet people, network, not just to get clients, but network to get partnerships. And you might have bigger corporate clients because you have a team. And just embrace one another and teach and keep growing.
That's right.
And that's what we do.
It was that market share statement you made for me. Like that really stuck, because when I used to attend like high level events before COVID, I will always hear that word. Oh my God, what is it again? He was just saying collaboration. I just had it in my head and it left. It's another word we use in the business world where people, like you said, they come to the events not to close or get clients or customers. They do it just to see who they're going to partner with, who they're going to do. Yeah, like a mastermind, but more of like a like what you guys are doing. Like you have your zone of genius, she has hers. Let's bring it together and make money.
That's right.
Some big brands call it the power of 12, where they literally search out one person that knows mindset, one person that knows production, another team that knows sales, and they just come together as this freaking fist and just start windmilling the industry.
You know what? I know we got to get out of here, but I want to say about that. We've done some interviews, and literally, some of these companies, the billion-dollar companies that work with Microsoft and some of these, big corporations, they want Black businesses to come together because we can't take care of them alone because we're just not big enough. Literally, they want us to come together so we're able to really to serve the Microsofts. So collaboration and other is key. Right now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Oh my God, y'all gotta come on the show again. Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I shared the link in the chat. There's also, I'm going to put it in the description section for those of you who are on the replay, and reach out to this lady because Mama is going to be, reaching out to them as well. Okay, so follow suit. All right, as always, don't forget, get out there and dominate because it's time to design the life that you, in fact, deserve. Till next time, bye, guys.
I'm Leticia, Flat to Fab Mama. I help busy and postpartum moms transform from baby flab to mama fab by helping them regain their mental and physical pre-pregnancy body with my knowledge and experience through pregnancy weight gain and weight loss. And my mission is to help you all become beautiful, sexy, and confident in your own skin. And Leticia had helped me with direction in my business, and she has made me feel completely confident. She's helped me get out of my own self-thinking. Before, I used to feel like I couldn't do this. There's no way. I didn't believe in my own dream, and she's given me hope, and she's given me structure, and she's gave me great direction and leadership. And I am just totally confident, and I'm ready to rock this.
Hi, my name is Mariel Morales, and I am the life artist. Working with Leticia Campbell has been amazing. It has changed my life. I went from working a job that I totally hated. I hated myself, I hated my life, to now living the life of my dreams. I'm every day a step closer to becoming the beautiful and confident woman that I deserve to be. I am so excited to have my new business that I have been able to create under the coaching of Leticia Campbell. Thank you.
You don't get to this level talking. You don't get to this level almost. You don't get to this level doing 70%. You get to this level when you execute. All I's are dotted, all T's are crossed. Is that clear? People respect you when you finish, not when you talk. Some of y'all, you talk too much. Stop talking. You don't got to tell me what you're gonna do. Just what? Just do it. You think I'm gonna have respect for you because you're talking about it, or you think I'm gonna have respect because you do it?